My name is Ines, and I think you have also badges with you. So as far as I know, we have Eugenie. Eugenie, where are you? Eugenie. Yes, okay. We have Dasha. Yes, very nice. We have Artyom. Okay. We have Vika. Veronica. Yes, nice. We have Ira. Yes. Kate. Kate, Mary, yeah. So we have Alexei, yes. We have Helen, okay, and we have Olga. Okay. So by the way, do you know, there is a very strange fact. The first letters of the name make a very strange word. In Arabic language, this word has two meanings. The first one is future. And the second one is choice. It's like in Japanese. Sometimes they have double meaning. So yesterday I was trying to remember your names, and as a result I got it. And you see, it's very, I think, special today. So, everybody in our life makes a choice. Do you agree with me? Yes. And everybody in our life makes plans. Yeah. Do we have different plans for the same? Different. Okay. Yeah. I want you now to watch a small video, and I hope that it will prove this idea.
I hope to live here because environment here is very.
I wanted to be a writer. Now I've learned about different kinds of literature. I think I want to see more about the rest of the world.
After I finish my degree, I want to do a year of teaching. Hopefully, I could be a high school teacher.
Work as an engineer in Australia.
My major plan is that I might do something international because I have previously worked with the United Nations Development Program, and I also want to be involved in the future.
Okay. Do you need to watch it once again?
Yes,
Yes, you will. Okay.
I hope to live here because environment here is very.
I wanted to be a writer. Now I've learned about different kinds of literature. I think I want to see more about the rest of the world.
After I finish my degree, I want to do a year of teaching. Hopefully, I could be a high school teacher.
Work as an engineer in Australia.
My major plan is that I might do something international because I have previously worked with the United Nations Development Program, and I also want to be involved in the future.
Okay. So you see, it is just a real situation. It is very difficult to understand, but I hope that you have get some words. What was he talking about? So please, Artem.
These people were talking about their future occupation and their choice.
Yes, choose. Can you add? Does anything can add?
They say that someone wanted to stay in the native country, And someone like to go abroad.
To go abroad, yes, right. Okay, very nice. So, you see that some people really, after school, want to enter the university and continue their education studies. Some people decided to start work, yeah? And of course, there are people who think that they can do both tasks, yeah? According to the social opinion poll, by the way, pay attention. There is another meaning of this. I think you understand what does it mean. In British variant, it will be social opinion poll. In American, love poll. Sometimes you may find, and this word on the internet. So, look at this diagram. What is the biggest part? What does it mean? How can you explain it in connection with our video? So please, William.
As far as I know, the biggest is study,
Yeah.
and it says that most students study and
Yes, they are going to continue their education. Okay. By the way, this is a result of our Russian school years. Okay. What about people who decided to start work?
As we can see, there is a small group of people which prefer to start working.
Why do you think why young people think about their salary, money, and only after that maybe about future profession? What is the reason? What do you think?
I think it is very important to have maybe not people money.
Yeah. So we need to mind about it. Okay, can you again Sasha?
Yeah, I can see that a big number of people have not enough money to get higher education. That's why they have to run their own.
Yeah. Okay, so frankly speaking, I'm really curious about your future plans. Look at your pupil sheets. Here you have task number 1. You have to choose, look through all these points and choose 3 which are maybe the most important for you. You may not. Yes. Circle. Just cross. So I hope you are ready. So what are your ideas? What are your plans for the future? Please, Alyosha.
I should say that I am currently a big person and I would like to start my own business. I should say that in the future it will bring me much money.
Yeah, so you want to start your own business. Okay, Oля.
personally, it's very important to the world because I'd like to meet new people and to travel a lot.
Okay, and to travel also around the world. Okay, please, Alena.
My choice is to get married because as for me it is more important to have a happy good family that have a good career.
So it's more important for you.
Yes.
For women, maybe. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, Veronica, what is your choice?
I would like to enter the university and get education.
Okay.
Because I would like to use skills and to qualify as well in the future.
Okay, well, Artyom.
While speaking about my own priorities, I would like to have a high starting salary, which enables me to buy a car maybe and to have other materialistic things.
Okay, please, Masha.
I want to be famous. It's not my main idea about my future job, but I have a hobby. I am fond of writing, and it's my cup of tea, and I want to make our literature more famous in the world.
Okay, so do you have anybody, I mean, writers, famous writers you are really fond of? Are you going also to write some kind of philosophical novels?
No, I prefer fantasy.
Fantasy. Okay. Well, Ira, what about you?
As a mentor, I wanted to travel around the world because I want to meet new people and I want to learn more about different customs and traditions.
Okay. Okay, and Kate?
And as for me, I would like to start my own business because I'm straightforward, career-minded, and accurate.
Okay, very nice. But I have one more question. I understand that maybe if you have a big family, many children, it's enough if you can read fairy tales for them. Okay. But what do you need to start your own business? To make real profit, to buy a good car? What do you need for it?
I think you have to need a good starting salary.
You have?
To a good high start salary.
Yeah, start salary, but I want, but if I just lie on the sofa with a book and read, I don't think that it will
And
go
I
profit.
think also ambitions very good.
Okay, maybe. So.
As for me, I think that only straightforward, hardworking, and ambitious person can gain success in different
future.
spheres.
Okay. Do you need education for it? Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I think that education is too much important for your future.
It's very important for the future. Okay, Masha.
Well, of course, we must have skills and good education to get a good job, and ambitions is not enough to get a job.
Yeah, of course, it's not enough. Okay, well, sometimes it doesn't want to work. Okay, so now I have a question. Have you already made your choice? You are school leavers. What education, what profession are you going to get? Please tell it and write on this paper now. Okay, Dasha? Are you ready? So, what is your choice? You may tell.
As for me, in the future, I would like to be a nurse because first I'm good at chemistry and in biology, and of course, nurse is an important profession for the society.
Yes, it's a very important profession. Okay, Artyom.
As for me, I'm still hesitating about my future occupation.
You are still hesitating, so maybe you will get some ideas at the end of our lesson. I hope so. Okay, please, Jenna.
As for me, I'm still hesitating about my future profession, but I assume that I want to work in the sphere of business or politics because it brings result.
Yeah, okay. Ira?
I should say that I want to be a doctor because I think that I have a tidy mind, I'm easy with all types of people, and I'm patient.
Easygoing, patient, tolerant. Okay, it's very nice. Hey, what about you?
As for me, I will be a journalist because it is a suitable job for me. I have interests and some skills in this profession.
Okay, very nice. Masha?
I want to be a psychologist. It's a very noble profession and it's very useful for the society. I like to communicate with people and I want to help them.
Okay, it's a very noble profession. Slyosha?
So I should say that I don't choose my future occupation.
You haven't chosen?
I haven't chosen. But maybe I should make a strong position in banking or university because I'm ambitious and hard working person.
Okay, and Oля?
I'm still hesitating about my future occupation, but I like to be a writer. That's very interesting to communicate with other people because I'm from literature and I write poetry.
Okay, very nice. So we have at least two talented person here too. Okay, very nice. So, as you see, there are some people here who still hasn't made their mind about their future. Today we are going to speak with you about the choice, about future professions, And I really hope that by the end of the lesson you will have some ideas, and maybe you will get some tips which will be really necessary. Okay. So, if we have to summarize, if we have to discuss, think over really serious problems, we have to mark them. What do you think? What things are important while choosing professions? What are your ideas? Yes, please.
First of all, we must take into consideration such things as personal interest and abilities.
Yes, personal interest, okay, and abilities. Well, what else? Yes, Masha?
We must think about our future employment as we must know if this profession is important in your country.
Yeah, it is called demand in English. Okay. Well, so please,
As for me, we should take into consideration your parents' advice.
Parents' advice, yes. Parents' advice. Okay. Any other ideas, Eugenia?
While speaking about choosing profession, I think it's important to have psychological characters.
Yeah, so we have to think about special skills and psychological characteristics, maybe features of character. Okay. Okay. Do you have any other ideas? Do you have any other ideas? Okay. Yeah. That's all. Well, so today at our lesson we have to discuss at least these 4 points. Are you ready? Yeah, I hope so. So, you told that it's very nice when the profession you have chosen is popular, prestigious, and maybe the first point I want to discuss with you is the popularity of professions. 5 minutes ago, Artyom said that he's going to enter the linguistic university, but unfortunately he doesn't want to be a teacher. Frankly speaking, I'm a little bit obsessed. So, I really hope that maybe you will change your opinion. So, popular professions and unpopular professions. I want you to divide all these professions into these 2 groups. As far as I know, you haven't experience with working on the group. You may try. So, but first I want to ask you, what are the criteria which make one or another profession popular or unpopular, prestigious maybe? So
High and regular salary.
High and regular salary. Okay, what else? Is your
A good working condition, which an opportunity to travel.
Yes, opportunity to travel. Well, I'm a friendly class. That's friendly policy. It's really nice. Okay, okay.
To my mind, it is the chance of promotion.
The chance of promotion. Okay.
And I think each profession should give responsibility for.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, so please try. So,
And it is also very important when your profession gives you a mental satisfaction and you know that it is very useful for society.
okay, all these things are general words. But now, Artyom, I want you to start. Please, this is try to divide all these professions given here into these 2 groups and explain why. Okay, you may do it with your hand. It's very easy.
Excuse me.
I think
Can we
that
speak about our country?
Yes.
I think that a professional businessman is rather popular in our country because it gives good prospects and opportunities to travel and it also brings much money.
Okay, you may try to do one more. Okay. So why is it prestigious?
I have chosen this profession because it is a very noble profession and it is also requires a person to be hardworking and patient.
Okay, very nice. We know the profession. Pay attention to yourself. Okay, please Dasha, you may try.
I'm sure that cleaning is not a popular profession because it doesn't bring high salary and it doesn't need high education. And maybe someone will disagree with me, but I think that lawyer is a popular profession because there are too much lawyers, many lawyers in our country, and in some years there will be enough lawyers, and the country won't
our country doesn't need
more
specialists. Yeah. Okay, very nice. So anybody else? Helen, please.
As for me, I'm sure that librarian is not so popular profession in our country because it is a profession with a little salary. And for example, accountant, it is popular profession because it is profession with good prospects and good salary.
Okay. Well, so it's well. So what do you think about a teacher? Is it popular? Is it popular? No. Okay, let's see. It's not popular. Postman. No. Okay. What about cook? If there are a lot of restaurants, likely it's easy. Like in hotels. Okay. We shall try. Okay, what about waiter? Also, with the same tradition. Okay, Ben. Yeah. Okay. And the last one, economist. How can you explain? Yeah.
This profession have a good prospects and has in our country.
Okay. Well, so what are the most popular professions? The most popular professions. What do you think? So please, Veronica.
Maybe a businessman and economist.
Most
popular professions.
Okay. Okay. So why?
Because it gives these professions give people chances to promotion and myself.
Okay. So this task was made not by me, but the creator of the board. I just choose it. So please, Oля, come here. You have a chance to share. So please, you have a special button, and we shall see if you were Russian, please. So, you see there are 3 crosses here. Do you know why? At the beginning I told you that we are speaking about our country, but this board was made in the United States of America. How can you explain that we have different points?
As for me, cook and waiter is unpopular professions, maybe for that reason that it is you should have a good physical health and it's bad pay. Maybe it's bad not.
Yeah. Okay. The salary is not too high. Okay. Well. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. So now I want your eyes to have a little rest. Look at me. I'm here. So, close your eyes, please, and look at me. Up, down, right, left. Close your eyes, nod your head. So, I want to give your eyes rest, because now your ears will work. So, we are going to listen to a text. We are going to listen to 4 people. And our main idea is the following. You told that one of the factors which we have to take into consideration while choosing a profession is your parents' advice. So you have to listen to these 4 young persons and be ready to tell me what was their parents' advice. Okay, is it clear? So listen.
basically got no idea at all what I want to do. I suppose I'll do some kind of temporary job for the next few months. Work in a shop or do telephone sales or something, and then see what happens. Hope that I get some ideas.
Caroline.
I'm about to graduate in modern languages, Spanish and Russian, and I've already been accepted for a job as a trainee manager with an international clothing company. I'm due to start work at the beginning of September, so I'm having a couple of months break over the summer. I'm going to find a beach somewhere nice and hot for a couple of weeks in August, hopefully, and then after that, I'll start work. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oliver. I've just finished a degree in ancient history and I'm about to join the army for 5 years. I've applied and been accepted and I'm starting my training in September, assuming I pass my medical.
Zach. My degree is in business studies, but I'm thinking of applying for a course in journalism, but I'm not sure yet. It's a bit of a change, but I think that's what I want to do.
Now I want to listen to these four conversations once again, but first look at task number 3. You have to do that now. So you have to answer who has done something, and you have to find out information about the plans of these young people. So listen.
Alice.
I've just finished a law degree, but I'm definitely not going to be a lawyer. I've realised I hate the law. I've basically got no idea at all what I want to do. I suppose I'll do some kind of temporary job for the next few months. Work in a shop or do telephone sales or something, and then see what happens. Hope that I get some ideas.
Caroline.
I'm about to graduate in modern languages, Spanish and Russian, and I've already been accepted for a job as a trainee manager with an international clothing company. I'm due to start work at the beginning of September, so I'm having a couple of months break over the summer. I'm going to find a beach somewhere nice and hot for a couple of weeks in August, hopefully, and then after that, I'll start work. I'm really looking forward to it.
Oliver. I've just finished a degree in ancient history and I'm about to join the army for 5 years. I've applied and been accepted and I'm starting my training in September, assuming I pass my medical.
Zach.
One more.
My degree is in business studies, but I'm thinking of applying for a course in journalism, but I'm not sure yet. It's a bit of a change, but I think that's what I want to do.
So, who has a degree in ancient history? So, okay, you may answer, and you may just mention, please, Oliver. Right.
Oliver has a degree in ancient history.
Yes, Oliver, do you agree?
Yes.
Yes, so it's true. Okay, oh yeah, no, this one. Also a degree, yeah. So what about Caroline? What can you say about her? What does she have?
Caroline has studied.
Yes.
Caroline has studied Spanish and Russian.
Yeah, you are right. Would you like to study Spanish? Yeah. No? It's a very popular language nowadays. Okay. Who doesn't want to be a lawyer?
She says that Alice doesn't want to be a lawyer.
Yes, she doesn't want to be a lawyer. It was her parents' advice. Okay, her parents' advice. And the last one, who has a degree in business? Please, Kate.
Zach has a degree in business studies.
Okay, so you are absolutely right. You may check your cards. Okay, and one more task. So, try to finish the sentences. So, Dasha?
Maybe I consider that Alice has no ideas in about where she wants to go.
Okay. Are you sure? Please, Ola?
As I know, Alice is going to have work in a shop.
In a shop, okay. Any other ideas? Артем?
I think that Alice is going to work in a shop, and then she would like some ideas to come to her.
To make a decision, to make up her mind. Okay, so that's maybe in the shop, but she's going to have a temporary job. Okay, what about Caroline? Please, Ira.
Actually, Caroline is going to work as a training manager in an international company.
In an international company. Do you have any other ideas, anybody? No. Yes, you are absolutely right. Okay, so what about Zach? Please, Женя.
Zach wants to be a military man.
A military man. So he is going to join the army. He's going to join the army. No. So, what is your mistake? Who is going to join the army? Oliver. And what about Zach? Yes. So, all these decisions were taken after their parents' advice. Do you follow your parents' advice? Please, Pete.
No, I listen to my heart, and I choose a future career.
Future career. Okay. What about you, Dasha?
Also, my parents gave advice for me, but the final decision is my own.
Okay, very nice. Dasha?
Of course, I listen to my parents because I try to make my own decision.
To make my own decision. Okay, very nice. It's Aya.
My father helped me to make a decision. Once he gave me an idea that the profession of psychologist is interesting and will be suitable for me. And I think for some time and I understand that it was a good idea.
Yes, it was a good idea. Okay. So sometimes it's really very helpful to listen to parents' advice. Our next point was your personal characteristics and features of character. By the way, do you believe in horoscopes? Do you believe in horoscopes? Okay, what about you, Helen?
Maybe yes.
Okay, what do you think? Can horoscope be helpful, while choosing a future profession? What is your idea? Please.
To my mind, the horoscope can be helpful in choosing our future profession.
Okay, so we shall try. You have a text here about stars and professions. You shouldn't read the whole text. You have to find only one star sign and find information and the recommendations connected with your star sign. But you know, it is rather difficult sometimes to pronounce these words. So let's revise, I think, some of them. Do you know what about people which are similar to the word twins? How is it called in star signs? Gemini, yes, okay. How about the star signs which is an insect and a very serious and unpleasant disease? Cancer. I'm Taurus. And not a very serious disease. Okay, what about a star sign which likes water? Forest. Okay, so very nice. You have 2 minutes, please. You have to find this information. So please, what tips have you found here? And why? Try to explain. It's your personal choice. So please dash out.
The recommended professions for me are the programmer, the web designer, and the expert in platforms because I'm embarrassed. And according to my horoscope, I have a lot of original ideas. That's why my future profession is recommended to be connected with the program.
Okay, do you agree with this choice, with this recommendation?
Maybe I disagree with this because I do not like to choose someone with
Okay, okay, okay. What about you, Masha?
I'm Aquarius too, but I didn't like to be a programmer or web designer or something like that. I want to be more free. And the thing with these jobs, it's not my cup of tea.
Yes, it's not your cup of tea. Okay, what about you, Losha?
I'm a Gemini, and I should say that I prefer work connected with trade and web design, such as sales representative. And maybe I have a successful in sphere of information that the many of them sphere of information.
Okay, do you think that is true about you?
Maybe yes.
Maybe yes, okay. You may follow these recommendations. Okay, Ira?
I studied I'm a writer, and the best professions for me are actress, lawyers, and drama. And I agree with it because I think that I am creative. And I want to be a doctor because I like this profession.
Okay, very nice, very nice. So, you see, sometimes it really can help, maybe. We don't have much time, that's why I shall give you some time a little bit later, maybe as a home task. But now I want you to sum up the information we have already discussed. So, what factors are really necessary to choosing a profession? What factors are really necessary? This case?
It is personal interest.
Okay, can you say the full answer seeing that?
I to my mind their personal interest and abilities help people to make choice in the right sphere.
In the right sphere. Okay. Well, what about you, Zhenya?
To my mind, it's also important about your skills and personal abilities, and it should also to listen your heart, because while walking doors you don't like, it's an help.
And help.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So now I want you to think over this thing really thoroughly and try to do task number 5. You have to complete the task here. You may write anything. right. So, sentence number 1. Who wants to start? Please go ahead.
Choosing future profession is very important thing that influences our life.
Yes, a very important thing that influences our life. Okay, number 2. Please.
We have to take into consideration a lot of things such as our skills, abilities,
and interest. Okay, number 3, your turn.
While choosing profession, we should keep in mind prestige, parents' advice, our personal skills, abilities, and parents' advice.
Yes, I think you were very attentive. Okay, what about you, Kate? Number 4.
The most popular professions today are computer operators, lawyers, and engineers, and they provide high salary.
And they provide first high salary. Okay, so number 5, Ira.
Many young people follow in their parents' footsteps, choose profession because in their family.
Okay, well, number 6. Okay, Masha?
Says we mustn't forget about our interests.
Our interest, okay. Very nice. So the next one, Helen.
My star sign is baker, and the most suitable profession for me are doctor, nurse, and vet.
Okay. Now number 9. Number 9. Who wants to share the idea? Please, Basha.
It's not just to make right decisions, but I have
Yes, but you have already made up my mind. Okay, it's not easy to make a decision. And what about the last sentence, Zhenya?
I want to be a designer, and I'm hardworking and well organized and have a tight mind.
Yes. Okay, what about you, Kate?
I want to be a doctor because I'm straightforward and full of common sense.
Okay, very nice. What about you, Veronica?
I want to be a pharmacist because I'm good with chemistry and I would like to.
Okay, anybody else? Please.
I want to be an estate agent because I'm ambitious, hardworking, and patient.
Okay, do you think that these professions are ready for students nowadays?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Okay, Ola.
I want to be a writer because I'm easygoing, hardworking, and talented person.
Okay. So now, go through all these points. We haven't managed to do task number 8. I'll give you this small task a little bit later. Try to count how many points were done. And if you have mistakes, or maybe it was difficult for you to complete sentences numbers 3, 4, and 5, your home task will be connected with the future choice and professions. You have to work with this task. Who has also problems with points 3, 4, and 5? I saw where there was a list. You have everything done? Okay. Do you have problems with points 6, 7, and 8? Was it difficult for you to write? Yeah, yours. So you have to go through these two texts at home, and I think it will be really helpful. Okay, and Lucia? Yes. Very nice. So you will find all the necessary information, and I think it will be really easy for you to do it next time. So, as you see, there is also one more point. The ecologists divide all professions into 5 groups. There are different groups: man and man, man nature, man science, man machine, and man. And I want you also to do this test at home. I think maybe it will be really necessary. So, as you see, you have some information which maybe would be really helpful while choosing your future career. But now, I have some questions once again. So, is it really difficult to make the right choice? Please, Dasha. Is it difficult for you to make up your mind and choose the right profession?
Of course, it's difficult because there are a lot of arguments so we should think about, and there are different people have different interests, different skills and abilities, and of course each profession has its own advantages and disadvantages. That's why there is no
why it's hard to choose.
Okay, what factors should we take into consideration? What things are really important?
When choosing career, you should take into consideration our skills and interests. Because when you aren't interested in what you're doing, you will never achieve good results.
Okay. Did you get any useful information here at the lesson today? Maybe to be really necessary for your choice, because some of you are hesitating. Yes.
I think the lesson was very important for my choice, as I know some new facts, some new information, because my decision is nowadays it's up in the air, and it will help me to make a right choice.
Okay, so it's done. Thank you very much. You worked really wonderful. If I had a chance, I gave only good marks, but at the end I want to say only one sentence. My favorite scientist is Albert Einstein. And there is a very nice quotation.